What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against HoodlumScrafty. And before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button right below this video. Remember, if this video reaches 1,200 likes, I will keep 2 Pokemon videos a day coming your way. That is what I say now. Today, like I said, we're battling Callum. Great guy, great YouTuber. Seriously, if you don't already watch his stuff, I mean, you must be living under a rock, honestly, because between him and Nappy, they had that co-op going on right now on Nappy's channel, and Callum uploads great content, so his link will be in the description. I don't think he needs a plug from me, so that's enough of that. But I decided to ask him for a battle because I just DC'd in a battle against someone, and I was like, I still want to try this team out. I don't know how good this team is going to be, and he asked me what tier to play in, because, I mean, everyone now is playing in tiers, like either OUU based on Smogon, and I really don't, like, live in a tier that much, so I was like, oh, OU, but then I realized the only OU Pokemon on my team is Sylveon, so I don't know, maybe I should have just taken Sylveon off and gone with UU, but here we go. I'm bringing, so you guys can place your bets on the MVP down below. These are the Pokemon that I'm bringing. I'm bringing a Cacturne, Configurgis, Sylveon, Nidoking, Blastoise, and Staraptor. So who you think is going to be the MVP, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to hit that battle start button. I'm going to grab my phone, and I'm going to take a picture of this team right now, and I feel like I'm going to get smashed. Oh, he's bringing the Scrafty. I was so close to bringing the Scrafty. All right, cool. So he's not using all OU stuff. That's why I like Callum. He's bringing the Pinsir, Tentacruel, Sableye, Hoodlum, I called him Hoodlum, for Scrafty, Sylveon, and Lucario. So Lucario's probably not going to be Mega. Many people don't play Mega Lucario anymore since the Smogon banning on it. So a lot of people just try to avoid it in general, even though we didn't discuss Smogon or whatever. But the problems that I see on his team right now, that Sableye is going to be a huge problem. Like, absolutely disgustingly huge. I can take care of that Assault Vest. I'm sure that's an Assault Vest Scrafted because he did tell me he was going to make one. Sylveon's going to be a lot of help in this battle. Definitely, I got to watch out for that Tentacruel, though. So, Sylveon looks like my best lead statistically because he's got 3 Pokemon that are, well, Lucario's neutral to it, but Lucario can't do much to me anyway, so I'm going to lead off with Sylveon. I do think that Sableye is leading, so I think that it's my best bet to just go with Sylveon. If he does lead with that Sableye, I really do think that he's probably just going to hard switch out into Tentacruel, which is definitely somewhat of a problem, but I'm also bulky, but I can't do anything to it. I only have Moonblast as my attack, so I can't really dish out any damage to Tentacruel. Tentacruel is one of my favorite Pokemon too. It's one of those Pokemon that I just have to make. There's Callum all blacked out with those blue eyes. Opens up with Ruby, which is definitely going to be his Sableye. I'm not going to overpredict here. I am just going to straight up go for a Moonblast. I don't see him staying in though, but what can it really hurt? First turn, make the safe play. I could predict him to go out into his Tentacruel and go out into my own Cacturne, which would be absolutely beautiful, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go for the safe play. He is going to withdraw. I think that Tentacruel is coming in hard. Sends out his Tentacruel, and just as I predicted, and I'm going to go for the Moonblast. And that's going to do pretty much nothing after double leftovers. So I'm forced to switch out here. I can't do anything to this thing. I'm pretty sure he's going to go for either a Sludge Wave or Toxic Spike, something like that. Although I really can't go into my Nidoking either. I guess I could go into my Blastoise to take whatever he wants to do. It sucks because Sylveon's my special wall and he has the perfect Tentacruel is a really good counter to it, so I could go into Blastoise, but Blastoise doesn't really have too much that it can handle. I mean, it really doesn't have anything that's super effective. Cacturne is really my only thing that I want to go into, but I don't want to go directly into it. So I'm actually going to go into Configurgis, and just because it's pretty bulky. I know I'm not especially bulky with my Configurgis, but it can take a hit. And I don't think Tentacruel is necessarily going to be a special attacker. I think it's going to be more utility and support. Rapid Spin, Toxic probably. Then I would think Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave, one of the two. And I think he learned Sludge Wave. He goes for and Scald. I would think those are the 4 moves. He does go for the Scald. He knew I wouldn't stay in, and there was no reason for me to try to stay in. He does get the burn off, which is rather unfortunate for me. The only thing I can really go for here is a knockoff. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, he might even switch into his Scrafty right now. I mean, he doesn't really have a reason to switch out. He's got the upper hand here for sure. But I'm just going to knock off these leftovers because why the heck not? I figure I can get a knockoff off, and then if he does switch out, maybe I'll get rid of an important item. And if he doesn't switch out, I can just knock off the leftovers at the very least, which will be fine. I'm not going to do much damage at all. but I'll knock off the leftovers. Nothing on his team really wants to be burned. I mean, he's got Scrafty, he's got Pinsir, he's got Lucario. Those are 3 things that do not want to be burned. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if his Sylveon's burned, but I would love if he went into Sylveon just so I can knock off the leftovers that's probably on that bad boy. But I don't think he's gonna withdraw. Maybe he'll go into Sableye, which would be absolutely amazing. No, he goes down into the Janitor, which is going to be Scrafty. Scrafty really does look like a Janitor. So this knockoff's not going to do anything to him at all, but I'm going to knock off the leftovers. Oh, so it's not Assault Vest, so it's leftovers Scrafty. So that's a bulky physical Scrafty without the Intimidate, though. So he might try to set up all over me right now with a Dragon Dance. I'm definitely going to go for a Will-O-Wisp to burn this thing, just to cripple it a little bit. If he goes for a Crunch, he might... Oh, he goes for a Knockoff. That's actually going to take me out. Oh, it's not going to take me out. All right, all right, all right. He's going to get Mubby and... Oh, he's Shed Skin. Oh, it's a Rest. It's a Rest Scrafty with Shed Skin. Not bad at all. The Will-O-Wisp isn't even going to matter now that I know that he had Shed Skin. At least, though, he's going to stay burned because he gained Mummy. So that's kind of good. I want to see if there's anyone on his team that my Configure can actually outspeed. I don't think there is. So there's pretty much no point in me trying to save this thing. I'm just going to let Configure go down at this point. I'm going to go for a Pain Split, but that really doesn't matter. I don't think he's going to... He's just going to go for a knockoff, which is perfectly fine. Not perfectly fine for me, really, but luckily, looking at his team, my Staraptor wants to wreck a little shop on his team. Realistically, I think the only thing that really wants to deal with it is Tentacruel and Sylveon. So let's go out into Staraptor right now, because I do think it's the appropriate play. And I'm not going to go for a U-turn, because even if he wants to switch into one of those two, I don't think they're taking Brave Bird that well. I really don't think they're taking Brave Bird that well. I'm not going for a U-turn. Screw that. That's not going to happen. And I outspeed most of the things on his team. Yeah, maybe Lucario is the only thing that might outspeed, but I don't think so. I don't think Lucario is even that fast. Lucario really isn't that fast at all. Let's see, Lucario. Regular Lucario. Oh, okay, Lucario's 90. Never mind, you're faster than I thought. Why did I think you were so slow? Maybe because he's Steel? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Crazy. But Staraptor is still faster nonetheless. And I am max speed. And I think he's realizing right now, looking at his team, that Staraptor is probably going to push in a little bit. Let me see if he's on Twitter right now. No. Okay, cool. He didn't say anything. But, yeah, I think Staraptor is really going to put a number on his team. I mean, between Pinsir, Scrafty, and Lucario, his 3 obvious offensive Pokemon all have a fighting weakness. All have a flying weakness. I believe Lucario is still weak to flying. Perhaps not. No, it's not. Okay. So Lucario is the only thing, but Lucario is not the bulkiest Pokemon anyway. He is going to withdraw, though. It is probably his best bet. And he goes out into his Tentacruel, but I don't think that... I think his Tentacruel would still die to 2 Brave Birds. I really do. Because this is reckless. I mean, it's going to take me down a lot. Oh, just 1 Brave Bird takes out the Tentacruel. So that's absolutely awesome. He's going to have to probably go into Sableye and burn me. He's probably going to have to get a Prankster burn off. That would definitely be his best bet to shut this thing down. I'm not going to let my Staraptor get burned, to be honest, because then it's just, what's the point of anything in life? So if he does go into Sableye, try to get the burn off, I'm going to have to switch out. I'm sure that's the play he's going to make. Then again, he also has the option to go into either Lucario or Pinsir and go for a priority move. But I think he wants me to do a little bit more damage to myself before doing that. A quick attack from a Mega Pinsir might take me out. He does go into a Sableye. He is going to try to go for that burn. As expected, I'm actually going to... Is there anything I want to let get burned? Now that Tentacruel's gone, I'm going to go out into my Sylveon. It's something I got to do more often. I got to make sure I'm looking at my opponent's team and constantly recognizing threats. And once those threats are neutralized, actually go back into those Pokemon that are going to run shop on the team. I mean, Sylveon only does neutral damage to Lucario, but it does super effective damage to Sableye and Scrafty. So that's kind of fun. I could go for a Toxic here, predicting him to switch out. But he's not going to go into Scrafty. He might go into his own Sylveon. I think I'm going to go for a Toxic. I don't expect it to stay in here, considering that Fairy is Sableye's only weakness. Oh, I didn't change the stinking Citrus Berry again. My Sylveon's holding a garbage Citrus Berry right now, which is terrible for 6v6. I only had it on there because I was also bringing Configure in Road to Ranked, and I brought Sylveon Configure last episode, so I needed to give Sylveon something, and I gave him a berry, but that was complete trash, and... it's just a shame, because I would love to have been recovering HP right now, and neutralize, kind of balancing out the burn a little bit. It's not the case. It's not the case at all. So he's probably, I don't know. I really feel like he might go into Sylveon to take the incoming Moonblast. I don't think there's anything else he really wants to do. Possibly Pinsir, I guess. But Pinsir's not bulky before it Mega Evolves. But I think Pinsir gains a lot of bulk. Let me see. Yeah, Pinsir gains... Oh, Pinsir's pretty bulky as far as on the defensive side. Just not special defense, really. So, I guess he wouldn't come in on a Sylveon. He goes down to the Bubblegum. Wait, is that actually going to be... Oh, that's going to be his shiny Sylveon. He's one-upping me right now. Unbelievable. But I am going to get the Toxic off on this thing, thankfully. And I definitely do believe that he's going to go for a Toxic himself, which really makes me want to go out into my Staraptor, just so I know that it can't get burned. We wouldn't really go for a Toxic because I'm already burned. What is he going to go for? Huh. Well, regardless of what he's going to go for, I think that Nidoking is the appropriate switch in. Because if he does decide to go for a Fairy-type move, I'll resist it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch out now that his Bubblegum is burned, poisoned. Maybe he's running a Heal Bell on his Sylveon, though. It's possible that he's going to go for a Heal Bell here. Either way, I'm going to take the opportunity. He does go for the Heal Bell. That's going to get rid of that burn that was on Scrafty, and it's going to get rid of the poison that was just placed on Sylveon. But his Tentacruel is gone. And I really want to go for a Sludge Wave here. But I think he's going to switch out into Lucario if I do that. Or he might Pro Play me. I kind of don't even want to predict. I kind of just want to go for the Sludge Wave. Because if he goes into Lucario, he knows that I could just go for an Earth Power, possibly. Huh. Sableye might come in too. I'm not going to predict. I'm just going to go for a Sludge Wave. I don't want to over-predict here. Not that I think that... I don't think Sylveon... I don't know why I clicked that. I should have kept thinking and talking out loud. I don't think Sylveon has a reason to stay in. I don't know what Sylveon would run, especially if it's support. It's probably running Heal Bell, Wish, Moonblast, possibly Toxic. So I definitely should have not gone for Sludge Wave because he's not going to stay in. He's going to withdraw. He's probably going to go into Lucario right here. Janitor, no, he goes out into his Scrafty, so that's at least a little better than him going out into Lucario. This should do an okay amount. And by okay amount, I mean almost KO it. And I'm pretty sure that Scrafty is a Janitor. And I understand why you're the Janitor. You're supposed to sweep. You're supposed to be a D-dancing set. But I don't think you're going to be mopping any floors today, Scrafty. I really don't. I think that I outspeed you. I do outspeed you. And this is just pretty much a 2-hit KO. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power on the off chance that he switches into Lucario to try and preserve this a little bit more. Oh, come on. Please go into Lucario, Callum. Come on. Goes down into Anubis, which is definitely going to be Lucario because it looks like that's straight out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, but it is definitely going to go down to an Earth Power. No doubt about it. Oh, man, that's why I figured, you know what, an Earth Power is going to take the Scrafty out anyway. No reason for me to go for a Poison-type move when Lucario's around. So down goes the Lucario to the Earth Power. And this is, by the way, this is our third battle. I beat Callum the first time we battled. He beat me the second time, so this is our third battle. Not that, like, I don't think he's keeping track. I mean, I just do that for fun sometimes against people that I like battling. But out comes Wrath, which is definitely an issue. Definitely an issue because this thing is so underrated and so powerful. I remember the first couple times I used it, I was just like, oh my goodness, this thing has ridiculous power behind it. Luckily, though, I do have the Flamethrower. Which I am going to go for in case he wants the Swords Dance, predicting me to switch. I am going to go for the Flamethrower. Could be a mistake, could not be a mistake. But it should take him out if he does not kill me right now. He is going to be faster than me. Actually, we had the same speed before he Mega Evolved. So you know what? I might win the speed tie right here. Let's see. I win the speed tie if he's max. He might not be max nature. I'm max speed nature. But that Flamethrower is just going to push. Whoo! Shady King is really putting in work right now. Really putting in work. Let me tell you. Shady King has so much coverage that it just does not want to mess around. His Scrafty's just about dead. He's only got Sableye and Sylveon beyond that. So I think that this game is nearing its end, but anything could happen. He just tweeted me. Oh, he screwed up. He thought I was Scarfed. He thought I was a Scarfed Nidoking because he didn't see the Life Orb. Oh, and I'm just gonna say no. Sheer Force negates Life Orb Recoil. So that's the main reason why he just did what he did. He thought I would have to switch out. He probably went for a Swords Dance. Unfortunately for him, with the Sableye in here, I think he's just going to go for a knockoff, which I don't really want to lose my Life Orb, but at the same time, well, Nidoking's the most important Pokemon for me to conserve for that Sylveon, so I should actually just switch out into my Sylveon, because my Sylveon's already burned. And then he did go for the Will-O-Wisp. And then he said, I said that once in a video and people called me stupid. So that is going to be a huge thing. I'm just gonna go for a Moonblast here. I do think that he's gonna go out into Sylveon, but I think Moonblast is just pretty much it. He's saying, anyway, GG, so he might actually, I don't know if he'll run. I don't know if he's the running type, but he is down a lot of Pokemon, so it's possible that he'll run. He is going to withdraw. He's going to go into a Sylveon. And I'm just answering him back. But I'm going to go for the Moonblast here to see how much it does. I'm sure it's not going to do much at all. Yeah, it only does like 30%. And I have no reason, now that I'm at this point, I have no reason not to go into my Nidoking here. And, because he's probably just going to go for the Moonblast. And Nidoking can easily take a Moonblast. And even if he goes out into a Sableye, I'll be fine because I can just go for any move when he switches into a Sableye directly. And it'll be great. It'll be a fantastic time. I'll have no worries. Shady King just really put in the work and threw Callum off. I think that if he knew that if he recognized the fact that Life Orb doesn't show recoil with sheer force, he would have. This would have been a much different battle. But because of that fact, he thought I was scarfed. He does go for the Wish. Just to stall out. Probably if he thought my Sylveon was going to stay in. But at this point, I can just go for the Sludge Wave. Or I can go for the Earth Power because his Sylveon would... not his Sylveon, I'm sorry. His Sableye would actually resist the Sludge Wave, whereas it won't resist the Earth Power. So I'm going to go for the Earth Power, predicting to switch out into his Sableye. I do think that's what he's going to do. He does go out into Sableye, as predicted, and I don't know that this will kill, but Sableye's pretty frail. I think Sableye's pretty frail. It might kill. No, it's going to bring it down below half, though, and he's going to get all of his HP back anyway, so it doesn't matter. The problem with Sableye is that he can still come back with this thing because he can just stall me out, unfortunately. It's really possible. At this point, though, I'm going to go out into my Blastoise because he's probably just going to go for another Will-O-Wisp. I don't care if my Blastoise gets burned. I'm not going to go back out into Sylveon again. Because if it comes down to it, I do want my Sylveon to take the Sableye out. He does go for the Foul Play, actually. So I possibly could have stayed in there. That's not going to do too much damage, but I can come in right now and go for a Stab Water Pulse, which will be my best option. There's no reason to go for Dark Pulse because he resists it. It's neutral damage, the same thing as Water Pulse. Water Pulse at least gets the Stab along with the Mega Launcher ability boost, so that brings it up to like times 2.25. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp here to get the burn off, which is fine by me. And for those of you guys thinking right now, if he goes for Foul Play, it's not going to matter. The way Foul Play works is it takes my attack stat and basically puts it where Sableye's attack stat is. It doesn't actually use my burn. It doesn't calculate the burn in. Only if he was burned, then the Foul Play would do less. Unfortunately, I feel Recover Stall coming. My only real bet is to try and... oh, he's going to withdraw, actually. All right. I'm actually happy about that, because I was just going to try to go for some Confuse hacks. He goes out into Bubblegum. I'm going to stick with this Water Pulse. Maybe I'll get the Confusion off. I know he's specially defensive, but I'm specially offensive, so it should balance out a little bit. It still doesn't do what I need it to do. I am just going to go for the Water Pulse here, hoping for the Confusion. I don't think he's running Protect. I feel like he's running Heal Bell, Wish, Moonblast, and something else. Maybe he's running right, but I do get the confusion. Late game confusion. Let's hit that screen twice, see what happens. 1, 2. Doesn't hit himself. Instead, he gets the wish off. Now, the only good thing is that because he's confused, there's a chance, if he's running Protect, that I won't get Protect stalled right here, because he could possibly hit himself in the face, which would be fantastic. And if he decides to switch out, my Water Pulse will take out either one of his Pokemon. I think it'll take out. He snaps out of confusion and gets the Protect off. Oh, man. You're actually going to take this game. I cannot believe it. Callum really does take this game. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. But, yeah, now we're in a really tough spot. Because Blastoise is going to go down. I'm going to go for another Water Pulse. He's probably just going to go for another Wish. I doubt I'm going to get a second Confusion off right now. And I'm not going to get a crit. He gets a Wish off. This is really unfortunate. I want to switch out just because I know he's going to Protect. But I also don't care because there's a chance that he'll go into Sableye and get his Sableye back up to full health, which will really be a problem. So I'm going to stay in and go for another Water Pulse. On the off chance he decides, no, he did decide to stay in and go for Protect. Smart move, obviously the safer move. So definitely he could straight up win this game right now. He could definitely straight up win. It's really hard to go past a Sableye Recover and then Sylveon Wish Core. Fortunately though, I can probably come in with Cacturn and probably finish things off. Well, Sylveon's kind of fast. Now that that Wish is done, Staraptor might actually be the best bet. I wonder if a Sylveon can take a Brave Bird. I really wonder. I don't think they can. Maybe though. I guess it's possible. Let's find out together. All right, Choice Band, Brave Bird. It should kill pretty much anything. So now that we have our switch into Staraptor, Top Gun is gonna come in, and we're gonna see if Top Gun can just get a couple of Brave Birds off. Because he can't very well switch. He might sacrifice his Scrafty here, because what he really needs is he really needs to get his Sableye in safely and burn me, because that's really the only chance that he has of his Pokemon living anything from Staraptor. Then again, he could always just... Because I need to one-hit KO the Sableye, but I have Sylveon for that. Sylveon should have no problem one-hit KOing that thing. So as long as I preserve Sylveon past this point, I'm fine. So if he switches out into Scrafty right now, and I go for Brave Bird, and then he goes into his Sableye, I'm definitely going to switch out my Top Gun because I want to save it for when his Sylveon eventually comes back in. This is one heck of a battle. He does decide to stay in, seeing if he can live it. If he's physically defensive, he'll live it, but I just don't think he is. That's... Wow! Oh my gosh! That did not do as much, and he goes for the Hyper Voice. That's what he would have, not Moonbuzz. He has Hyper Voice. And that's going to take out my Top Gun, which is definitely a problem, without a doubt. Now, what I'm going to have to do here... I might have to take a risk. Let me play this all out. If I go into Nidoking, he's probably just going to Protect, get more leftovers, then he's going to die, or he's going to switch out into Sableye, who can Recover Stall me. But if I get my Cacturn out right now and predict him to Protect, I can get a Swords Dance up. No, let's make the safer play. Let's just go out into Nidoking. I can't believe how much he's taking this battle back. He's taking this battle back, like, so hard. I cannot believe it. I'm just going to go for an Earth Power because it should still kill the Sylveon where the range that it's at right now. And if he goes into Sableye, it's not resisted damage. So, the safest play is to go for Earth Power. But he's probably just going to Protect anyway to get a little bit more lefties. Oh, he's going to withdraw. So, he is going to withdraw. And he's going to go out into his... He's going to sacrifice his Scrafty at this point. Good play, definitely a good play. Now he gets his safe switch into his Sableye, which is really unfortunate. But he's playing exactly how he needs to play, that's for sure. This has become a great freaking battle. Man. I counted my chickens way before they hatched. I had like 17 eggs on my bed and I counted them all, and now they're all crushed. But he is going to be in here with Sableye. He's going to get a free Recover up. But if I go into Sylveon on his recover, I can one-hit KO it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a risky play here. Let's see. How much does Earth Power do to this thing? I don't remember the exact how much damage it did last time. For some reason, Sableye has a lot more bulk than it should have, I feel like. It really has so much more bulk than I feel like it should. I mean, especially defensive though, that's probably why. Let's I could go into Cacturn and then just Seed Bomb away, or I can go into Sylveon. I'm gonna go into I know he's gonna recover. I'm gonna go into Sylveon because he's gonna recover, and there's no reason for me to stay in here. If he's gonna recover, because I can't do enough damage. I do more than 50%, but I'll lose that war. I'll definitely lose that war. So he's gonna recover up. I do have my Sylveon in here. This is where I have to make the risky play. I do predict him to go back out into Sylveon right now, because it's pretty much what he has to do to win. I'm gonna go back out into my now he's gonna see the Citrus. Like, why are you running Citrus on this thing? Now I have to go back out into my Nidoking. Realistically, it's like my only option is to go back out into Nidoking. So hopefully he does switch out. If he doesn't, I am pretty much screwed if he goes for like anything else, really. I mean, if he goes for a Will-O-Wisp to start getting the residual damage on my Nidoking, then I'm pretty much screwed. But I think he has to go into Sylveon at this point. He cannot hope that I go for a Moonblast. I know I don't have Hyper Voice on mine because I'm a scrub, but this was a gift from someone before Bank came out, so that's why it runs Moonblast. He pretty much has to go out of the Sylveon. If he doesn't, man, he's got to have like a camera in my room right now listening to me talk. He really does. I have no water left. The tournament is starting in like an hour and a half from this battle, from this point, and I'm gonna upload this battle tonight after the tournament, so that's that. Here comes Shady King. Please tell me you switched out. Please tell me he went for a recover. He made the safer play. I guess he can live a Moonblast from a Sylveon. I'm guessing he can. Yeah, he definitely can. I mean, I'm especially offensive though, I have to admit that. But yeah, he can possibly live one. He could have just recover stalled me the whole time. I don't really know what to do in this situation at all. All right, I'm going to go back out into Sylveon one more time. I'm going to go out into Sylveon, and I'm just going to go for the Moonblast here. He's probably going to predict that, but it's pretty much what I have to do. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I've already got a burn on me. We're going to see how much this does. He might actually switch out into Sylveon at this point. I'm actually going to go for a Wish. I'm going to go for a Wish, because my Sylveon's getting pretty low. And I wouldn't mind getting a Wish off right here. Plus, he's trying to PP stall me, but he's used a lot of recovers already. I think like 3. I think recover you get how many? Oh, recover you get a lot, don't you? I think you get a lot of recovers. Recovers. I'm pretty sure. You get 10, so you get a maximum of 16, but he's only used like 4, so he's still got plenty. He's got plenty. This is one of those, geez. This is why I've always hated Sableye, guys. He probably did predict me to double out again. Yes, he went for the foul play. I could have definitely gone for the Moonblast there, but I didn't. But this is a good situation for me to be in because I have the Wish coming up. I can go for a Moonblast here, and even if he wants to switch out into his Sylveon, I'll get some damage off on it. He's going to go for Taunt. Oh, he's going to regret that. So he's running Taunt, Foul Play, Recover, Will-O-Wisp, the standard Sableye stat. We'll see how much this does at this point. Yeah, that almost takes him out. Absolutely perfect because even after Recover, another one will take him out. So he was able to live 1, though. He was able to live 1. So here he pretty much does, he has to switch out or Sableye's going to die. But I have no problem just going for another Moonblast. I'm not going to switch out and waste this opportunity for maybe to not recover. I do need this Sylveon to win, though. I really do. That's why Sableye is such a problem. If I didn't bring Sylveon, I would have lost this battle out of doubt. Even if I was up like 2-6 and he had Sylveon and Sableye left, he would have won. No doubt in my mind. If you don't have a Fairy type move to take out a Sableye, you're done. He is going to go for the recover. Thankfully, I did not switch out. So I'm going to be able to take this Sableye out with one more Moonblast. And that is going to near us to the end of this very good game. I thought this was a heck of a battle, Callum. Freaking awesome. You definitely could have taken, I mean, it's crazy how good Sableye is. It's so busted and so good. I'm sure someone, I'm not going to say who, but someone, never mind, not even going to go there. I forgot how low that his Sylveon was. He couldn't even switch into it. I'm such an idiot. I was going to be able to go for a Moonblast here and take out his Bubble Gum. He's going to go for the Protect, get a little more burn, get a little more leftovers for him. And I didn't want to switch out because there's really no reason. Plus, if I switched out, he would get even more leftovers and another opportunity to Protect. And his only real option right here is to pretty much go for either a Wish or a Protect. I mean, he has to go for Protect again, I guess. My Taunt is going to wear off. He's probably going to go for a Protect here. Double Protect, why not? Or possibly a Hyper Voice, because a Hyper Voice might take me out if he's offensive at all. If he has any investment. Possibly take me out with a Hyper Voice. He does go for the Double Protect, and he lands it, ladies and gentlemen. Callum has been practicing that technique all too long. All too long. He's going to get a little more. I don't think that my Moonblast is actually going to take him out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this opportunity to just go into Shady King. Because he's probably just going to go for a Wish here because he could probably live a Moonblast, and that's really his only chance. Is to go for a Wish and then another Protect. But I'll let him Wish, and he's going to Wish here like I thought. And I'll let him Protect next turn, but then the following turn, I'm pretty sure it's going to be done when my Nidoking gets to go in. His only attacking move is Hyper Voice, so I resist that. Oh no, I clicked Ice Beam. Please Protect. He does go for Protect because I... Oh my gosh. Imagine if he didn't and then I didn't kill. He is going to Protect on my Ice Beam. You see that? That's a skilled player right there. But he's going to be at just about full health. But this is Stab, super effective, Life Orb, Sheer Force, damage, which should be enough to take the specially defensive Sylveon out. Because Sludge Wave does not want to mess around. We'll see right here. If this does, in fact, kill. If not, he can Wish, Protect, stall me. It doesn't. He's going to... Oh, my goodness. But he's not going to live this next one. He's going to Protect here. He's going to have to go for a double Protect. See, the thing about Callum is that he does not give up. He will not, like, walk away from a battle. And I love that because that's how I am. Like, you do not walk away from a battle if there's a chance you can win. No matter what the tactic is, if there's a chance you can win, you got to go for it. You really do got to go for it. He's going to Protect here, get his Wish. He's going to go for another Protect, try to get some more lefties because he cannot live a Sludge Wave from that range. But with one more leftovers, he might actually live one. I don't think he will. Looking at that HP bar, I don't think that he'll win. He'll live another one. Oh, he doesn't actually go for it. All right, so he decided not to go for it to try to get the double lefties. Because who gets two double Protects in one game? They lowered it. It's not 50% anymore. It's like 35 or something crazy. I don't know. But very good game, Callum. That was a heck of a battle. Thank you so much for that. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you check out his channel if you don't already watch him, which you really should be watching him. Leave a like, comment, and sub because I do upload 2 Pokemon videos a day. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.